Wishing suns. When a star falls from the heavens, it is known as a shooting star. This star contains a tiny strand of magic that is known for granting one person's any wish. But where does this magic come from? When the universes were created, creatures called gods came with them, beings of such incredible power that they could create suns and planets. Some had such abilities as freezing entire oceans or becoming so hot they melted wood. One of these gods was known as Shui, goddess of sun, among other names that did not actually fit her abilities. Shui loved much of what she saw from the moment of her creation. She even fell in love with a planet known as Earth, or as the gods called it, Niord. She would often venture down and give gifts to the inhabitants, until she was told by her fellows to cease. After that, Shui only visited Niord during Denzaisen, the one day in a Niord year where all the gods slept to replenish their abilities. Us stared at the word Denza. It's deep into the winter season. Sorry, think of it as a day-long hibernation. Oozing aside in air of other gods and looking through the viewing glass. One day while Shui was caring for an injured god, he told her of his ability to grant wishes, but he had never used it. He never saw a reason to while his brother was granting wishes constantly. Then grant dreamers. The sun told him, while holding a ball of golden light in her delicate hands. If you do not know whom to grant the dreamers of fair Niord. The goddess went on about her plan to grace their slumbering sky with falling light and hoped he would place a wish in each light. If I grant them, will they not get greedy? He asked, will they not look to the sky more often waiting for gold and wed? They might hope me grant them infinity. Then grant only the humbled and kind, the mothers who give all to their spawn, the workers who wait for their dreamt reality to turn indefinite. Very well. Fair Shui, I shall grant your dreamers and you shall provide the fallen light. The two of them shook hands and created wishing suns, to which Shui sent down, a pair at a time each night, having the god grant the two's wishes so long as they wove not of greed or spite. Many did not know of what Shui had done, but word spread quickly as Wagless slaves became respectable names and as those without homes found refuge with love. Shui was pleased with the outcome. However, she still felt sad. She looked into her viewing glass to see the happy people but only saw greedy street dwellers stealing from her dreamers. The goddess was not saddened by this though. She had expected it, even hoped for it. She may have created light, but darkness must always rise for balance. Shui left her viewing glass to speak with her wishing partner, who had grown tired of greed taking advantage of his miracles. They know not of the hope they are leeching. He had scolded, they know not of the damage they bring. Correct, they do know not. So who will we be to feel anger towards them? They desire riches, so they find riches. They seek refuge, so they take refuge. It is but a natural thing. Disgraceful, could they not have wished themselves? You speak of them as though they are not of greed, so could they not have wished? Shui was saddened by the realization that caused her to have. We send 2 little sons. There is not enough to be spared to all the darkness. Tonight I shall make their slumbering sky alight with our wishing suns. Is it not too many? The bad may be granted. It will all balance out in the end. The hope it will bring to the creatures I hold dear will be good enough to outweigh the bad. The night of next, the wishing suns fell in hundreds as wish after wish was granted. The joy to which it brought Shui was unmatched by any, though it did get her in trouble with her fellows again. She was more than pleased with her actions, she was overjoyed. Sending your sons in pairs was the line, sending hundreds was far crossing it. Shui, you cannot continue to give these creatures such gifts, they may destroy each other. The wishes do not but good. I only lit the sky for one slumber, tonight I shall go back to pairs, I mean no harm to any. If you were not of us we would have tossed you aside, though since you must be we will give you your wishing suns. No more showers are to take place without our permission, Shui of Sun. Your permission is to be granted? The other agreed to let the goddess Shui have her wishing suns, which eventually ended up being called shooting stars, and time went on for Shui, Niord, and all the other gods. Without the wishing suns, many of history's events would have been nothing but a slave's tale. If that was the goddess Shui had been, shivered, what great evil could have possibly turned her into the psycho she was now? Lost her mind.